I am AJ Kish. I am the head of marketing for Parakeet and Outbound Sales Pro. Outbound Sales Pro is a lead gen appointment setting agency. Parakeet is our SaaS product that was born out of the cold email product that we built internally. Our company is very heavy on the SDR front in terms of personnel, and that job can be a grind. So we were looking for a service to keep morale high. Came across HeyTaco, and of course, naturally, I'm like, well, I got to check this out. And the first thing I said to Eric, our founder and CEO, was like, listen, I kind of hate the whole corporate popcorn shout out thing, but this seems like they're doing it right. It feels like they're really kind of nailing the right way to show appreciation, especially from peer to peer and not just from top down. And of course, with us being localized in a sales industry, that competitive nature and almost fighting and trying to earn that recognition or earn these tacos, like it really fits kind of hand in glove. We're a Slack first company. So anything that plugs into that makes our lives so much easier. And that type of communication, transaction, the user interface, especially from the admin side of like, I can set it up, I can manage it, I can get creative with some things, especially with the collaborative tools and redemption options there. It felt like something that we can add in and expand upon versus set up and then go, oh God, why did we do this? Our biggest use case is for the men and women on the front lines here for sales, right? The ones that are manning the phones, that are sending the email campaigns, that have to deal with the downsides of sales, which is really the rejections, but also experiencing the upside. So they're getting that recognition of saying, hey, way to get past that, way to get the meeting on the calendar, or like, hey, you handled that as best as you could, like keep your chin up there. On the other side, we have a customer success team that liaises between our SDRs and of course the clients. They're using it as a bit of a way for incentivization of like, hey, this account needs a bit more attention this week. Let's set up some sort of incentive of like, whoever can get the first meeting, you get 5 tacos. Whoever can get the most amount of meetings held this week, you get 10 tacos. Screw it, you get 20 tacos. So it is kind of that like gamified version of it, so it's like I give the more super users, the CSMs and of course leadership, like they have a few more tacos at their disposal to incentivize the team in that regard. And then even at the end, we're kind of using it as like an employee gifting service as well. We're a global company, so we have folks all over the country. We have folks in other countries. When setting up the initial taco shop, there's an option for charitable donations. So naturally, I added that. I don't want to deprive anybody of giving their hard-earned tacos to a well-deserving cause. And it turns out the team was very charitable. Nobody was redeeming for gift cards or swag. They were redeeming for charity, which already I was like, this is amazing. This is a testament to the people we have at our organization. And very shortly after, the team started asking these kind of one-off requests of like, hey, Sarah did really good on this call. I would love to give her some of my tacos. Is there a way to do that? So I set up a custom taco reward, which is gift somebody part of your tacos. So they redeem it. And I'm more than happy to do the transaction on the back end to say, hey, this person gives you this taco. And we do it in the shout out channel as well. I make sure I'm like, these aren't private donations. We're not doing embezzling. We're not doing bribes. They have to be publicly announced again to kind of reinforce that culture of like, this is not one person wins and one person loses. This is everyone wins all the time, and we have to support, and we are there for support and encouragement for one another. And that's one of the few when they come across, I'm like, that's really awesome to see. I think before maybe it was just a shout out in the Slack general channel of like, hey, happy birthday, Derek. It's nice that HeyTaco has that recognition of like, not only do you get the shout out to say happy birthday, but you get the incentive as well. Add for work anniversaries as well. And they scale to say like, hey, you made it through the first, here's your first set of tacos. And then for those who have been here and are much more tenured, you get a big dump truck of tacos. Thank you for all the work and time and energy, blood, sweat, and tears that you've shed for this company. We have an all hands call that we do with naturally the full team once a month. This may be a small ritual, but what I try to do is I share the leaderboard for the previous month for the number of tacos received. And in my mind, it's a damn good proxy for how we use it for the people who have really crushed it that month. But I use that as a bit of a, hey, these are the people who got a lot of love last month. We're now about a 50-ish, 50 to 60 person organization by the time that this comes out. We were already kind of intimate in the conversations and the shout outs that we were doing. So I was like, I don't know if the team is going to take to this as well as I'm hoping and expecting that it would. By that afternoon, I had to mute the shout out channel that we had. I was like, this is too much. I'm like, thank you. I'm very happy. I'm thrilled that this is how we're taking to this, but I'm like, I can't take with the ding, every 6 seconds with the shout out. So it was amazing how fast they took to it. And then even as the team continues to grow, the more people we bring in, the more talent that we have, it only ramps up. And the team has now gotten into the habit of saying, all right, who's going to teach them about HeyTaco? Who's going to show them how it works? Make sure they're set up right.